The reality of your role, co-creator, priesthood, and authority over creation. Fully understanding your identity in Christ reveals not only your inheritance, but also your active role in God's plan for creation. You are more than just a servant of God. You are his child, his co-creator, and part of his royal priesthood. This isn't abstract, it's a profound truth that redefines how you live, work, and impact the world. So, as a believer, you are called to partner with God in shaping the world around you. This is the ultimate act of stewardship. When God created humanity, he breathed his spirit into us, making us uniquely designed to create, innovate, and steward creation in his image. Genesis 1:27. As a co-creator, you bring God's will to life through your words, actions, and purpose. Your role isn't passive. You participate in bringing God's kingdom to earth, whether it's through your work, relationships, or content. Every act with God's will is an act of co-creation. And now we have Philippians 2:10. We are God's workmanship, and created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Pretty cool. You're not just living life, you're building alongside God. We're not just in this reality. We have a significant part in having it come to be. So the Bible declares you are part of a royal priesthood, which elevates your identity to one of divine authority and purpose. Know who you are, okay? We're not just who they made us to be, okay? We are made in the image of God, okay? We are children of God, right? He is what sustains every being of us. Yeah, I think that's amazing. Royalty, okay? Priesthood, for men to have dominion over the fish in the sea and birds of the sky, okay? And all wild beasts, everything, okay? And then with the fall, we lost the likeness of Christ, but we still had the image of God, right? So through Christ's sacrifice on the cross, the crucifixion, raising up 3 days later, and conquering death, right? And giving us salvation through this sacrifice, for he is God. He restored us, brought us back to the fall, right? That is, if we weren't in this world that always tries to get in our minds and all these thoughts and everything, like honestly, the only thing we should be reading is the Bible, okay? Our reasoning, our intellectual understanding of things, our urges of what we think we know is nothing, okay? When your heart is illuminated, when you are one with Christ, okay? And you're walking, okay? It is the most precious and beautiful thing that the world has to offer. The world cannot offer this. This is only Christ can offer this, right? So, and then we always fall, we slip, right? We have our temptations, and that's what the devil wants. So, if we were simply just had faith as a child would, we wouldn't get in our own way, because through Christ we do have restoration, as before the fall, okay? Authority over any serpent or scorpion. All right. So the Bible declares you are part of a royal priesthood, which elevates your identity to one of divine authority and purpose. 1 Peter 2:9. As a child of the King, you carry the dignity, responsibility, and authority of royalty. So act like it, carry yourself as it, okay? This isn't about earthly dominance, but about servant humility and power. You are royalty because you reflected God's nature and reign under his authority. As a priest, you intercede for others, bring God's presence into situations, and act as a bridge between God and his creation. Your prayers, words, and actions carry eternal significance. You are set apart to minister not just in churches, but in all areas of life. All right? So we have 1 Peter 2:9. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, okay? That you may proclaim the excellence of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. End of verse. So you are chosen to bring God's light into every corner of the world. We are meant for worship, right? We're so stuck up on ourselves, right? That's how Satan fell, was pride of what we want to do, our will, okay? But actually, by the one who clings to life will lose it, and the one who dies for my sake will gain it. But it's actually through the sacrifice that we find our true self. We find our true purpose, okay? Even though we thought we did already, right? And we don't want to surrender to Christ. Sounds too much, but actually this is complete freedom, okay? All the passions can't get in. You have power over the passions, power over Satan, power in where you would like to go in life, direction, right? Christ said, apart from me, you can do nothing, okay? The goal is Galatians 2:20. It's not I who live, but Christ who lives within me, okay? So it's a beautiful thing. It's the most precious thing. It's not something, it's just the world trying to get in your head and giving you like, it is well worth it, okay? Just know it. Yeah. So your words carry the authority of heaven. Jesus said, whatever you bind on earth will be